Tournament play is underway in Spokane as Nightbeat basketball is back. We'll take you to the action tonight.
We have even more sunshine in store in the days to come as temperatures climb back into the 50s and near 60 this weekend.
He has had no regard for anyone's life when he shot blindly through a home, murdering my 13-year-old child.
The mother of a 13-year-old shot and killed in a Spokane home back in January pleads with the judge to keep his accused killer behind bars. The latest from court tonight.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We begin tonight with some new details in the Moscow murder case. New court documents are revealing that a three-person mixture of unknown DNA was found under Madison Mogen's fingernails. Mogen was one of the 4 University of Idaho students murdered in their off-campus home back in 2022. The motion filed by the defense asked that the DNA evidence be kept from the jury during Brian Kohberger's murder trial this summer. The motion states jurors could believe the DNA is Kohberger's, leading to a conviction. The document shows there was testing done on Mogen's fingernail clippings and a likelihood ratio was calculated. The defense claims the findings proved to be inconclusive, but any conclusion has been redacted in the documents, so we are unable to see it. Meantime, the judge is warning both the defense and the prosecution in the case to stop filing so many sealed documents. Ada County Judge Stephen Hippler wrote in a court order that the defense and prosecution have made secrecy the norm in the case. The judge argued the secrecy runs counter to the public's First Amendment right to know what's going on in the court. Brian Kohberger is charged with 4 counts of murder. His trial is expected to start in August. More than 6 years in prison. That is the punishment for a Spokane man who hit and killed 2 people while having drugs in his system. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy was in court today. He brings us the details tonight.
46-year-old Kelly Dawkins pled guilty on 2 counts of vehicular homicide in a Spokane County courtroom this afternoon. This comes after his involvement in a fatal car crash on Trent Avenue almost 2 years ago. Court documents show on August 11th of 2023, Dawkins was leaving a business and was turning to drive east on Trent Avenue. It was that moment when he hit an oncoming car heading west. Court documents say the driver of the oncoming car was trying to swerve to avoid Dawkins. This caused that car to hit a commercial utility truck. The 2 people in that car died at the scene. Police had Dawkins take a sobriety test after the accident. Court documents show the test determined he had meth in his system and was impaired when he was driving. Police arrested Dawkins with a $100,000 bond at the time of the accident. He's been in Spokane County Jail for 17 months. The judge sentenced Dawkins to 6.5 years in prison and 18 months in community custody. He will have to undergo a series of drug and alcohol evaluations, and during that time, his license will be suspended. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Very much. And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Earlier today, a missing Cessna Skyhawk was found crashed in the Kittitas side of the Columbia River near Whiskey Dick Mountain. The sheriff's office says the pilot was found dead at the scene. He was the only person on board. The flight left Yakima yesterday and was on its way to Chelan. Authorities looked for that plane overnight but were not able to find it until about 9 o'clock this morning. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. New charges and a high bail set today for the man accused of shooting a 13-year-old boy while he was playing video games at a friend's house in Spokane. 25-year-old Glenn Berkey is facing 3 felony charges, including first and second-degree murder. Today in court, the judge set his bond at $2 million. Gavin Looper was shot in the Hilliard neighborhood early in the morning on January 25th. Today, his mother begged the judge to keep Berkey behind bars.
I would just like to ask that you take into consideration that this man is a repeat violent offender. He has had no regard for anyone's life when he shot blindly through a home, murdering my 13-year-old child.
Detectives say evidence showed Berkey shot 5 times into a back door of the home on Heroy Avenue, which led to the bedroom where Gavin was killed. The Spokane County Medical Examiner said the teen was killed by a gunshot to the head. Tonight we are learning more about potential cuts to programs across Washington as the state looks to dig out from a $15 billion budget deficit. One of Governor Bob Ferguson's proposals could impact child protective services in eastern Washington. For the last decade, the Family Impact Network has been the connection point between families, social workers, and child welfare service providers. But now the Department of Children, Youth, and Families is looking to cut costs, which may mean reducing or eliminating FIN services.
Another reason why we work so hard is that we don't want social workers to have to do this. Do they sometimes? Yeah, they do. But we really don't want that to be the case.
There you go, buddy.
DCYF says final decisions from lawmakers and the outcome for Finn's work could come by the end of April. And that was your Night Beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. All right, taking a break from the headlines, let's switch gears and take a first look at the forecast with meteorologist Jeremy the Goo. Jeremy, pretty nice day today, and it looks like it's just getting warmer as we head into the weekend.
Not just warmer, Mark, but sunnier as well, at least for the next couple of days. Right now, temperatures sit in the 30s, but they're going to fall. Dew point of 27 and not a cloud in the sky means you're waking up to another cold one tomorrow morning. Despite the cold start to the day, we are going to see those temperatures climb. We are under a ridge of high pressure here in eastern Washington, or a little bit of one. It's mostly down to our south. Another one builds off the coast, and in between it are a little bit of a storm. So the calm in between them. As the ridge builds in tomorrow, we'll expect a little bit of wind out of the north. Well, it's light in nature. I would say not much to worry about. We'll discuss that in the full forecast. But for now, here's what you need to know. 52 tomorrow. A light breeze accompanies that 52 in sunny skies. 51 on Friday and mostly sunny. 55 on Saturday as clouds build back into the region. Sunday, even warmer and even cloudier. And that's all before rain returns next week.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. We'll check back in with you later in the show. Still ahead tonight, hear how a school shooting in Florida could lead to upgrades in security on Washington state campuses. We break down the new bill coming up next. And later, our Verify team looks into President Trump's claim that Social Security payments are going out to people who passed away. We're back in 90 seconds.